All right, welcome back. So on deck today is going to be another 10mm ballistic test. This time we're doing a little follow-on video to my previous video of the 200 grain Federal HST. So in the previous video, which I'll link in the description below if you haven't seen that already, we tested the factory loading from our standard Glock 20 factory barrel as well as the 6-inch extended barrel. And we got really good performance out of the 6-inch barrel, but the 4.6-inch barrel came up a little bit shorter. There was more to be had. So what I've done is I went ahead and pulled some bullets, reloaded my own powder. What I want to see is if you got the velocities that we received from the 6-inch barrel out of the standard length barrel, would firing that loading in the extended length barrel or long slide or whatnot, would that overdrive the bullet, cause it to overexpand, underpenetrate, and or break apart or something of that nature? So we did this with the 200 grain gold dot as well, and the gold dot did not fare so well at the higher velocity. We'll see how HST holds up. Target velocity we're looking for is going to be about 1,200 feet per second out of this 6-inch barrel. So we'll first put a couple rounds over the crony, make sure we're in the ballpark, and then we're just going to hit a bare jug test, water jugs, just to stress the bullet, see if we can get it to overexpand, underpenetrate, and or break apart. So I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, but let's go ahead and see how it shakes out. All right, we'll put a couple over the crony just to make sure. 1169. 1156 and 1172. Well, we're coming up a little shorter than I'd hoped, but well, we'll still go ahead and see what we how this pans out. Since we came up just a little bit short from what I was hoping at 1200, I'm going to go ahead and just put a couple through the standard length barrel just to see what velocity we would get from the standard barrel. 1145. 1144 and 1133. All right, so yeah, we're exactly where we want to be to try to hit Federal's published velocities, and we know that at this velocity we know this bullet performs excellent. So let's go ahead and see how that extended barrel affects performance. All right, so I'll show you a setup here real quick. What we have is our standard 1-gallon water jugs, approximately 5 inches thick. What I typically see is 1.5 times penetration through this, as you would see in ordnance gel. So hopefully we'll get into a jug 4 so we can make sure that we exceed that minimum 12-inch penetration set forth by the FBI. I didn't mention also the average velocity was approximately 1,170 feet per second. So not quite as high as I had hoped, but it is what it is. So we'll go ahead and see how this performs. Alrighty. All right, I see the bullet lying on the table, so we'll go ahead and see how far it went. Okay, so the projectile was lying on the table. It penetrated through 3 jugs, bounced off the 4th. I see a couple lead fragments that broke off of 2 of the petals. The bullet is expanded basically to the absolute maximum. So we're going to go ahead and do this one more time just to see if we get a repeatable result. Overall, though, that doesn't look too bad, actually. But we'll do it one more time to make sure that we're getting repeatable results. All right, one more time. Let's go check it out. All right, and I see the bullet lying in jug 3. It cracked the back of jug 3 and dented 4. So consistent penetration. I'll go ahead and dig it out of there and see how the expansion looks. All right, there we go. Perfectly expanded. It's basically expanded as wide as it's going to get. I see 2 petals almost broke off, but they did hang on. Not much more to be had in terms of trying to juice this up anymore. There really would be no point. Penetration is still adequate. We're denting jug 4, so we're right in that 12-inch range. So again, taking account this is a bare jug test, so this stresses the bullet to a max. You add clothing and things like that, you're going to get a little less expansion, a little more penetration typically. However, yeah, overall looks pretty good. So we'll take this to the tailgate and wrap this up. All right. Well, there you have it. About 1,175 feet per second is about as fast as you're going to want to push this bullet. There's no more expansion to be had any faster, and you're just going to start breaking petals off, reducing your expanded diameter. Or you could start seeing under-penetration issues. But quite frankly, the bullet is expanded as large as it's going to get. So no point going any faster. Penetration was still adequate, real close to getting into jug 4, so we were right there at that 12-inch mark from what I could tell. So penetration was still adequate considering there was a bare shot, and overall good performance. So takeaway from this, I wish Federal would have done one of 2 things. Either engineer the bullet to expand at a little bit lower velocity to its maximum diameter, or Since the projectile's already been engineered and in production, go ahead and juice the loading up so that the standard length barrel is the average velocity for their published velocity, because obviously that is the optimal level for where this projectile is supposed to be, which we did get with the factory loading from the 6-inch barrel, but we came up a little short with the 4.6. However, if it was juiced up just a little bit more, you'd still be okay if you fired it through an extended length barrel. So so close, so close. All right, guys, if you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe, share the video. It helps the channel out. And as always, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Did I get this all wrong? As always, I appreciate your comments, guys, but please keep those comments professional. I'll see you guys next time.